Take the magic of Skylanders with you and discover the full epic experience on your tablet device.
Welcome to Family Gamer TV. I'm with Karthik Bala and Paul Ritchie, and we've got some exciting news around Skylanders Trap Team. Who wants to get us started?
Yeah, we'll get going. So, you know, what we're talking about today is we're bringing the full Skylanders Trap Team experience that we've already talked about on console. We're bringing that full experience to life on tablets, on iOS, Android, and Fire OS tablets this fall, coming day and date with the console versions. So we're pretty excited to show that to you.
That's big news. That's not been done before, has it?
No, it's actually the first time anybody's ever attempted to do this. So we are very excited about it.
And you know, we've done digital-only pieces of Skylanders software. You know, games like Cloud Patrol and Lost Isles, which still has quite a fan following. But pretty uniformly, our fans have said, "When can I get real Skylanders? You know, the whole game and use all my toys." And that's really where we started. And that was a tremendous challenge, both technically and creatively. But Karthik and Vicarious Visions took it on.
Yeah, so we're going to dive right into it. So Paul and his team have been leading on Skylanders Trap Team, and of course VV did Spot Force last year, and this past year we've been working quietly, you know, in the background, working on the tablet versions, and there's a number of interesting sort of design and technical challenges around that. You know, as Paul mentioned, you know, fans have been wanting like the full experience, you know, on their tablets for some time, and we've been wanting to do it for a while. But part of it was the hardware, the performance of these tablets catching up to what modern consoles can do, and so we've had to kind of wait until the hardware sort of caught up to that vision of being able to deliver the full AAA console experience. But that's only part of the equation. The other part was how are we going to bring the toys to life? And what we have here is this new Bluetooth portal of power, this new Traptanium portal.
Get the name right, yeah.
Yeah, and this portal is wireless Bluetooth. Actually, the new BLE standard, Bluetooth Low Energy, and it automatically syncs across iOS or Android or Amazon Fire OS devices. So the one portal will work across those three tablet platforms. So we're going to have a tablet starter pack at retail that is going to come with the portal, Snapshot and Food Fight, the two traps, and you'll be able to download the game from the App Store of your choice, and it's a free download, and you can get started and you know hook everything up and start playing. So the portal actually works much in the same way as the console portal, where you can put the toys on the portal and bring them to life. You can take the traps and put that in the trap slot and capture villains and so on. But there's a couple of really hidden secrets about the portal. And the first thing, if I flip it over,
Oh, look at that! Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a full-on game controller, wireless game controller. So this is it's got dual analog sticks and 4 shoulder buttons, and this is a custom designed controller for Skylanders, and it is the first dedicated BLE gamepad that's coming out on the market. And much like the portal, this also works across iOS, Android, and Fire OS devices. And we've you can take a feel for this, but like we've really focused on sort of the durability, you know, and precision, you know, of the controller, and making it feel really good. It's slightly smaller from a portability standpoint, but really designed for kid hands. So there's a built-in stand, and it's a pretty neat stand because it actually handles various size tablets, even like something like the Samsung Galaxy Note Pro, which is 12.2 inches, you know, and much heavier. It slots in perfectly fine. It won't tip over. It's pretty neat. And so the speaker on the tablet is just a few inches away, from the crystal trap. So we're able to take advantage of the speaker that's in close proximity.
They're doing some special audio tailoring to the waveforms to actually move them in space. The perception of them will be moved in the direction of the portal. So it's a really nice optimization for users, to preserve battery life and to make sure that they get the best experience they can on the go and carrying these around with them. Because that's really one of the magic of this experience is taking Skylanders with you wherever you want to go, but in its complete form.
And so the portal has this coloured ring, like the Traptanium one for consoles, that changes colour and works with the game?
Yeah, it functions just like the console version, and it's really quite nice. Slightly different design for the form factor of for tablets, like with the stand and hiding the controller underneath and so on.
And does that mean that it will support, maybe jumping ahead here, but will it support multiplayer as well, like the console versions?
Yes, co-op. It supports all 175 previous Skylanders. It's a full, equal Skylander citizen.
And so to play co-op, would you need two controllers, or could you do one on touch and one on controls?
Yeah, so you need two controllers. So the game also supports third-party controllers. So if you already have an existing Android gamepad or something that works on Apple platforms, those controllers work as a secondary controller. Or if two friends have the tablet version of the game, they can bring their second controller. If you notice that the LED has two lights for player 1 and player 2, that works too. We did a lot of user testing around one person holding the tablet and the other person with the controller. That just broke out into fights. Yes, that's just not going to go over well. So for two-player co-op, we really need like two controllers, and then you've got this sort of almost playset-like environment, with the toys.
And it looks really good on the tablet screen, really sharp and crisp. So
Yeah.
is this a new level you're showing
So
here?
this level we showed at E3 on consoles. So you just kind of get a comparison, between the two. But like visually, all the atmospherics and lighting and all the little details and stuff are all preserved. And it really, it is the HD, graphics and game.
Full screen, and you shrink it down to the size of a tablet screen. It looks smooth and beautiful.
So frame rates and sort of resolution?
Yeah, it's really solid. Like what you see here is 30 FPS, and it's an HD resolution as well.
Comparable to the other consoles.
What sort of battery life are you looking at for the Portal and for the controller?
It's actually really quite good. So the Portal uses 3 AAA batteries, and the game controller uses 2 AAA batteries. Comes with the starter pack. Batteries are included. But because we are using Bluetooth Low Energy, the Portal goes 8 hours without a problem. The controller can go longer, but it's really quite nice.
This is the second way to play. The first way was with our full controller and the Portal. Now we've shifted it a second way, which is on-screen controls. But imagine that mom came in and said, "Hey, we got to go. You can bring your tablet in the car, but we're going to leave the toys and the Portal at home." We actually have a way to continue playing. So I'm going to turn off the Portal.
And on the go mode, you get 2 exclusive digital characters that are alternate. So you have instant snapshot, and just tapping, I got instant food fight. And these 2 characters are digital only. There's not a toy version of those characters. They also have their full upgrade trees, and skill trees that are embedded, and you can continue to level up those characters.
The instant characters, instant food fight and instant snapshot, you can develop them separately from your toys. So you can give them different names, different hats, choose different branches in the upgrade tree. And really what this provides is a bridge between the full experience with the Portal and your whole toy collection. And then let's say you want to finish the level that you're playing. You can continue playing with these characters, finish the level, maybe collect a hat or some treasure, and then you can, when you get back or when you get to your friend's house, just turn on the Portal, turn on the controller, and continue playing in whichever of those ways you want to play.
And there's one final way to play, and that is if for some reason I don't have my toys with me, but I want to use the game controller, I just turn on the game controller. You notice the touch controls just disappear, and I have full controller playability with the digital characters.
You wouldn't be able to buy the app on its own without the starter pack and play like this. You'd need to buy a starter pack. Is that right?
So that's a great segue. There's two ways in, if you will. So the traditional way is I go to the store and I buy the starter pack. The starter pack comes with the Portal, 2 Skylanders, 2 traps, and the game controller. And actually for the same price as the console. So the starter pack price is identical to the console versions, but the game controller comes with it, which is pretty nice. Once I have it, I can go to the App Store of my choice, whether it's the Apple App Store or Google Play or the Amazon App Store. I can download the game, I start the game up, I turn on the Portal, turn on the controller, start playing. I'm good. The other way is I don't have the starter pack. I can go to the App Store of my choice and I can download the game for free, and I get to start playing the introduction to the game. So the introduction to the adventure, I can play with Instant Food Fight and Instant Snapshot, the 2 digital characters with touch controls. If you happen to have a third-party controller, you can use that, you know, and you can play through that introduction. Now we're still working on it and finishing up the game, so we haven't determined the exact length yet of that intro. But you'll be able to play through, and then if you really like it, you can go out and get the starter pack, pick it up at the Portal, and then the rest of the levels start downloading and they start streaming to your tablet.
If the tablet version had come first, it would be like, well, of course, that's how you do it. And then once you've experienced this, it's like, well, perhaps at some point you maybe will bring Swap Force Giants and Spyro's Adventure to the tablet as well.
Well, you know, the good thing is all the toys work, right? So, you know, to experience what it's like, bring the Swap Force characters in, you know, and start playing with them and see what it's like. You know, it feels different, you know, when you play. It is the core experience, but it feels different. Your connection to the game is different. And you know, I'll tell you, I came home one day and I have a daughter who's almost 6, and I said to her, hey, let's go play Skylanders in your bedroom. And she paused for a moment and said, we can't. I don't have a TV in my room. And I pulled out the new Portal from my backpack. She grabbed it and ran up the stairs, took her bucket of Skylanders and put it on the floor, threw it on the floor, and then like quickly set this up. And she had all of her, like, you know, Skylanders lined up and knew exactly what to do. And she's just like playing away. This is her personal space, right? And it's a very special, you know, experience. When we started the project, the thing that I said is I went to the team and I said, I want my Castle Grayskull playset. It's like, that's what I want, because when you have something like that, the action figures take on a whole new sort of meaning and the way you play. And this is your space, like in your room, and you're not sharing it with anybody, and, unless it's a friend that you invite into a room or whatever, or sibling. And that's really important. And you know, this experience really gives you that. And it's very much a complementary experience to playing it in the living room TV, you know. And I think maybe for parents, they get their TV back, you know, which is quite nice. And this is great to pack up to go on holiday, you know, as well as maybe going over to your grandparents' house or your friend's house. And because it works across the three tablet platforms. If let's say my family has iPads and your family has Android devices or Kindle Fire tablet, it's no problem. You know, bring the toys over, and my controller will work, you know, with your tablet, and you can be player 1, I can be player 2, and it just works. And all you're doing is just simply turning it on. You know, even with these 4 ways of playing that we demonstrated, it sounds complicated, but because underneath it is, but it's very simple, because all it's doing is detecting which device is on. So if both the controller and the Portal's on, you're playing the full-on experience. If the controller's off, touch controls become active. If the Portal is off, you get on the go play. You know, if the controller's on, you get to play with that. So it's just very simple. And Paul and I were talking about this. It's so the minutes of fun, it's like, it's, once you've downloaded the game, you just start it up, turn it on, and away you go. And so it's kind of nice.
Yeah. Great. Well, I look forward to playing it properly on the show floor. Thanks for giving us an introduction to that. It's going to take us a while to process all that information and take it, but thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you.
Good to see you, Andy.